Welcome to Systems 3, and welcome back to the AI Care Agents 24/7 AI Governance Learning Pathway. We're a California nonprofit, and we are completely dedicated to building a practical, community-focused pathway to help legal aid organizations, clinics, and nonprofits just like yours move from total confusion to governed action. In this Cornerstone Explainer, we're laying the absolute groundwork for your AI governance journey. Today, we're focusing on a really fundamental step where we figure out exactly how to write an AI governance policy. If you've been feeling, a little overwhelmed by the sheer pace of AI advancement lately, and you're wondering how on earth to keep your organization safe while actually leveraging these amazing new tools, you are in the exact right place. Okay, let's dive right in.
So here is our roadmap for this explainer today to demystify creating a comprehensive AI governance policy. 1. The AI Governance Foundation. 2. Essential Policy Anatomy. 3. Defining acceptable use. 4. Building a living document. And 5. Your practical next steps.
Section 1. The AI Governance Foundation. Establishing rules for your tools.
Now that you know what tools you have and how risky they are, you need rules to manage them. You've done the hard work of taking inventory, but an inventory without rules is literally just a list. On the left side here, we have unmanaged AI. That's basically the Wild West. With our policy, your staff is just left feeling confused and anxious. But on the right, that's governed action, and that is the ultimate AI Care Agents 24/7 goal. We want to empower your team to innovate safely simply because they know exactly where those guardrails are. Section 2. Essential Policy Anatomy. The 7 vital organs of governance.
Today, we break down the anatomy of a comprehensive AI governance policy. We will cover the essential sections you must include: the purpose, scope, assigned roles, acceptable use guidelines, the review cycle, handling exceptions, and strict version control. Notice how this logical progression moves from high-level philosophy straight down to the nitty-gritty day-to-day mechanics. It's the core skeleton that holds up your entire governance structure.
Let's talk about the purpose, scope, and roles. These 3 are all about defining exactly who is using the AI and why they're using it within your specific nonprofit or clinic. And this is absolutely crucial. You just cannot borrow some generic corporate policy and expect it to magically work for a legal aid clinic dealing with highly sensitive case files. The purpose sets your organizational philosophy regarding AI. The scope defines what technologies and which departments this policy actually applies to. And the roles? Well, they designate who is accountable. Like, who is your AI officer? Who gets to approve a new tool? Establishing these boundaries right up front basically grounds the rest of your policy in pure operational reality. Section 3. Defining acceptable use, drawing the lines for safety.
So we've established the who and the why. Now we've got to transition to the what. Acceptable use outlines authorized safe zones. Think of things like using AI to brainstorm some marketing copy or summarize public reports. Totally fine. Prohibited behavior, on the other hand, outlines unauthorized danger zones. We're talking about inputting confidential client data into public models or relying on AI for final legal determinations without any human review. Absolutely not. Your policy has to draw a bright, unmistakable line between these two so there is literally zero ambiguity for your team.
But, reality is messy, right? So another absolutely crucial point is handling exceptions. You have to establish a clear protocol for the inevitable what-ifs. We just have to normalize the fact that AI use is going to generate edge cases. For instance, a staff member is definitely going to find some highly specialized tool that doesn't fit neatly into your acceptable use guidelines, but hey, it could save them 20 hours a week. A strong policy actually anticipates this. It outlines exactly how an employee requests an exception, who reviews that request, and exactly how the final decision is documented safely.
Section 4. Building a living document, giving your policy a pulse.
We've covered the anatomy and the boundaries, which is the what. Now, let's move into the how. We all know AI technology is evolving at breakneck speed, right? It's wild. By locking in version control and a defined review cycle, your policy becomes a living document that adapts as the technology changes, rather than a dusty binder on a shelf. This is the crucial difference between old-school governance and true AI-ready governance. If you just print this policy out and forget about it, it literally becomes a liability. It needs to breathe.
Let's look at how that actually plays out on a timeline. In month 1, you have your initial implementation. Pretty standard, but notice what happens next. By quarter 1, you hit your defined review cycle. This is a mandatory, scheduled check-in where the team actually sits down and assesses if the policy still matches the technology they're using. Then, by quarter 2, you might have strict version control updates.
This means documenting exactly what changed from version 1.0 to 1.1, who approved it, and when. This structure literally keeps the document breathing and adapting over time, so you are never, ever caught off guard.
Section 5. Your practical next steps, from theory to action. We've done a lot of dissecting of policy anatomy today, and I really want to relieve any lingering anxiety you might have about putting this all together. Look at the annotated policy template on your screen. We highlight exactly where you define acceptable use versus prohibited behavior. The ultimate goal here is to help you build a robust policy tailored to your nonprofit or clinic without having to start from a blank page. We've done the heavy lifting of formatting those 7 vital organs we discussed earlier, so you can just jump in and easily customize them for your own team.
So here is your action plan. Don't start from a blank page. Download the Policy Starter Kit from the description to build a robust policy tailored to your nonprofit or clinic. Seriously, sit down with your team, tailor the sections to your specific reality, and then proceed to the next explainer in our playlist to continue building your AI governance foundation. You've got this.
I want to leave you with this final, kind of provocative thought to discuss with your team. As AI technology rapidly changes this year, will your governance policy adapt or gather dust on a shelf? The choice is entirely in your hands, and with the tools you've gained today, you are fully equipped to choose adaptation and safe, governed action. Take that starter kit, build your vital organs of governance, and keep that document alive. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you in the next one.